Hey guys, it is time to do this review. It is 2019 Ford Flex. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get to it real quick. Sorry for the loud noise. The highway is down over there. So I'll just talk a little bit louder and we'll just go ahead and press through it real quick. So like I stated, this is the 2019 Ford Flex. This is the SEL trim level, which is the mid trim level. The base was the SE and above this was the limited. And I believe a sport model eventually came out as well. With this being the SEL, you can option out with front wheel drive or all wheel drive. I have front wheel drive only on this trim level. For 2013, when the Ford Flex received a facelift, this is when you got this little slab towards the back over here. This vehicle's been in production since 2008. And if you really know about Fords, when you really look at this interior, you could tell door switches, all that stuff. It is an old car, but for 2019, it's actually pretty good as well. They updated it very well. And for today's standard in 2024, it's not so bad. But I do like the styling. This is the Ford Flex signature styling right here. It's got like 3 little lines, actually 4 lines throughout the driver's side and the passenger side. Can't really see that much in this great color. And the vehicle is pretty much dirty. I like how they spell Flex on the hood. And going to the passenger side, you still see the same little side design, and I really do like this as well. It's a boxy design. It's a long wheelbase, so this is essentially just a Taurus wagon, but very boxy. But pretty much competes against normal 6-7 seater SUVs, Nissan Pathfinder, Traverse. And while Ford does have a actual SUV that competes against those cars, like the Pathfinder and the Traverse I just mentioned, the Ford Explorer, this didn't really hinder sales for the Ford Explorer. This is actually really unique, and I really do like this car. So 2019 was the last year for it. You still buy some in 2020, obviously. This vehicle is going to be sought after in the next years to come. So that's the main reason why I want to go ahead and do this review. Before I get too much into the interior and the driving portion of the video, let's go ahead and pop open the hood. And when we pop it, it's hydraulic, thank you. Only 2 options came with the Ford Flex. It's whole life. You got a 3.5 naturally aspirated V6, which I have right here, or you can get this vehicle turbocharged, the same one as we saw in the Ford Taurus show I reviewed quite some time ago. Now this one is naturally aspirated, 287 horsepower, 254 foot-pounds of torque, made it to a 6-speed automatic gearbox. And if you wanted the turbocharged one, the show, that's 365 horsepower. 287 may not seem a lot, especially in this large of a vehicle. And with a 6-speed, it may seem kind of dated, but we're gonna go ahead and take it for a quick little drive and see how it performs in today's standard. Now this is Ford's old key design right here. I actually like it, it's not actually bad. And this vehicle does have remote start as well, just hit lock. It's got that classic starter up sound, which I really do like. They don't make that sound anymore. So keep the keys in my pocket and behind the door handle, unlocks the vehicle. And you still got this nice little keyless pad entry right here, which I do like. Now with Fords, pretty much all Fords, for me, that's why I kind of veer towards more GM cars growing up. Not much in the way of leg room. Obviously I have to take my shoes off. So for long distance, if you're tall, I can't really recommend it for tall people unless you drive with your shoes off. The engine is still running from the remote start. All I gotta do right now is put my foot on the brake, hit the button to start, and it is on. So here is the interior of the 2019 Ford Flex. This is the mid trim level. You can get a base trim level, which will have a smaller screen and actual physical buttons. And the trim level above this will look like the exact same as the Ford Taurus show I reviewed as well. On this trim level right here, it's actually pretty good. You still get navigation. These buttons are not really like a touchpad. It's kind of touch sensitive, but they do work. So turn the AC, just one little press, it works. Thankfully, it's not an actual screen, and I have no complaints about it whatsoever. Sound system is good too. I never meant it. Hopefully I don't get a copyright strike just from that little thing, but hey, it is what it is. I really don't care about copyright strikes. Now the seats are comfortable. They're a little bit on the firm side. Pretty much similar as the Acura ILX I reviewed as well. There's more cushion space, but in terms of comfort, it's a little bit firm, but still comfortable. But for today's standards, I must say the interior for the driver portion, just the gauge cluster, infotainment, all this stuff, still works very well for 2024 and above. So Ford has done an amazing job updating this vehicle from 2009 all the way up to 2019, and it still works today. So I actually like the car. But the best feature of this car is not really up in the front for the driver or the passenger. I'm going to talk about the second and third row real quick. So the front and the passenger seat is actually pretty good, but the second row is where this car shines, and I'm telling you. So I don't have the passenger seat up that much from my driver position. Obviously I could climb up just a little bit more for the passenger behind me, but it's just me over here. So what I'm gonna do right now is actually sit in here. And remember guys, I'm 6'9". I got my feet underneath the passenger seat, okay? Nice big doors, nice little cup holder right here. Let's see if that actually works here in a second. So I have a 20-ounce water bottle right there, and it actually fits pretty well. It doesn't move around too much as I'm shaking the door. So that's actually very useful, and that's why I like this as well. I'm gonna keep it there real quick. But guys, my feet is underneath the passenger seat, okay? So me sitting up, I have plenty of headroom back here, which I really do like. It's very comfortable back here as well. Virtually no complaints whatsoever. I do have an actual outlet down here for some odd reason. Not for sure, but I can plug up a 12-volt socket right here. I have my climate control down here as well. And the vents are up here like a minivan, which I actually really do prefer them being up here, besides a single vent right here. This blows air. I mean, that's really good. That's really smart. I do have an armrest right here as well, but it's very strong. I have enough support on this thing as well. I mean, just very thought out vehicle. Just extremely roomy, extremely comfortable, even for someone who's 6'9" like myself. Nice little glass roof right here. You do have nice little side portions of a sunroof. And if you come over here to the third level, now I'm not gonna waste my time getting back over here, but even the third row has a nice little sunroof as well. Now you can't open it, but you can close the shade just in case you don't want it on you. And I really do like that on each side as well, as you can see. There we go. There we go. Now you can lay down the third row, be completely flat. This, for some reason, this part does not come up for some reason. I'm not for sure why, but I'm gonna go ahead and lay this one down as well. You just pull this one, and then you pull the second part right here. Then you just pull this one down. And it's supposed to flip down, but I'm just gonna go ahead and just leave this thing up. Leave it like that. So if you don't need the third row, you lay it down. And let me go ahead and try to put this down real quick. There we go. I had to put it down. It was fine for me for a little bit, but I'm not for sure what I did wrong. So anyways, you can lay down the third row and the second row, and you have completely enough room to put down wherever you need over here. So this is a very usable car. And also, it's not as tall as stuff like a Durango or Traverse or any other third row midsize SUV. 12-volt socket back here as well. And some more stuff, nice storage space down over here. 2 cup holders, very usable vehicle. I really do like. Let me go close this real quick. Just awesome in every way. And that's pretty much a quick overview of the 2019 Ford Flex. Let me go for a quick little drive real quick. Nice classic V6 startup. You can adjust the position of the pedals, which every time I keep pressing it, I keep thinking it's actual for the steering wheel. But that's manual adjusted, which nothing wrong with that. I actually prefer that. All right, let's go ahead and go for a nice little drive. Okay, so taking off in a 2019 Ford Flex with 280 brake horsepower, 254 foot-pounds of torque. You may notice a little bit of rattling if you have one of the seats down, because it wasn't making that sound when I was driving earlier. Actually, that's a water bottle. Yeah, actually, most of that was actually just a water bottle. So I'm talking about headroom in the second row of this vehicle. But I must say, the headroom for the driver is actually amazing as well, actually even better. And the visibility in this thing is fantastic. I mean, absolutely fantastic. I have no issue seeing where I'm going. Very confident. My blind spot, all that stuff. Let's see how well this thing pulls up hills. No, it doesn't have a 300 brake horsepower V6, and it has a 6-speed automatic gearbox. Heavy vehicle. But pulling up here, it's not downshifting. It's going up here actually pretty well. I do not feel, doesn't feel like it's underpowered whatsoever. Very smooth, quiet V6. But let's go ahead and give it some more throttle real quick. Not a lot of drama, which actually I really do like. It's not loud, it's not screaming. Really respectable. Let me bust a nice little U. Now let's go ahead and give it some acceleration at a dead stop. I could have sworn this thing just revved up to 7,000 RPM, so it kind of stresses out just a little bit. But again, it didn't feel underpowered whatsoever. It was really smooth transitions from the gearbox. Really good platform. I like this car. I really do like this car. I love the way it drives. The visibility is great. I have so much headroom. I mean, just look at that. I have so much freaking headroom. I wish the legroom was more generous, but again, not everyone's 6'9", so that's totally understandable. This will be a very sought after vehicle, so if you find one and you really want to get one, I would really recommend you getting one now. But you find one nice low mileage, 284 horsepower and 254 foot-pounds of torque. May not seem like a lot in today's standard, especially coming from a naturally aspirated V6, but you need something like that. Not everything needs to be a 2-liter turbocharged with 250, 260 brake horsepower. Parts will be available for this engine for time to come, so have no fear about that. Have no doubt about that. This is also a very unique vehicle, so your neighbors will definitely know if it's you driving or wherever or not. The ride is very comfortable. I mean, this is overall a really great car. I know it's based off a 2009 vehicle, 2008, whatever, whatnot. But Ford has done an amazing job just keep updating this vehicle throughout its whole life. All right, that pretty much concludes my review of the 2019 Ford Flex. It's a very comfortable vehicle, a very unique design. I haven't seen that many Ford Flexes on the road. So if you want something unique, here you go. Cosmetics wise, I'm not for sure how it is to get like a door shell if something were to happen. Just like the Toyota CHR, like I just mentioned in the video as well. Not for sure how that's gonna play out. But for the powertrain, doesn't matter if you get front wheel drive or all wheel drive, I do believe parts will be available. So don't fear anything about that. Plenty of headroom, great storage space, very comfortable. And while this is a 2009 base vehicle, I do believe it's still up to date. You still got remote start, navigation, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, all that stuff. How you doing? Yeah, I'm just doing a car review. It's just quiet out here. Yes, sir. Appreciate it. You can go ahead, take it, use it for Uber, wherever, whatnot. Along with that powertrain, I see a lot of Ford Tauruses still out there running, at least in our police department here in Nashville. So if you are just picking up 1 or 2 people, they'll be sitting in absolute comfort, seat for leg room, and then they're sitting down in their headroom, all that stuff. And if you need to put some little children or whatever back there, you could definitely do it as well. Put down the second row, plenty of storage space as well. I mean, this is overall a very good vehicle. I think it's even better than the typical wagons you like to see, like the Mercedes E-Class, all that stuff. If you're thinking about getting one, get one soon, get one fast. Let me know what you guys think about it. Are you guys even thinking about considering getting one? But I'm really glad to have the opportunity to actually review this car. So let me know what you guys think about it. And let's talk about it in the comment section. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'll see you guys next time.